Well, we're checking in with the University of Findlay, and we're going to learn more about the Occupational Therapy Program. Joining us today, on the left, we have Laura Presnick. She's Associate Professor and Associate Chair of the Occupational Therapy Master's Program. Then we have Dr. Tara Griffiths. She's the Professor and Chair of the Department of Occupational Therapy at the University. So thank you both for coming today and joining us by Zoom.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so first of all, let's talk about the program in general. Occupational therapy, is that a really big occupation that needs people in the medical field right now?
It really is. For the longest time, the profession has had a shortage of occupational therapists. So we are wanting more and more students, to go into the profession because it is so very rewarding and fulfilling.
Okay, so when we talk about occupational therapy, what kind of things are you working on?
So occupational therapists, we're a really unique profession that we kind of address the person as a whole. So we can look at physical disabilities with like people who have had a stroke or an injury at work, things like that. We can work with children with developmental skills. And then we also work with people that are working on their mental health. So it's really looking at people across their lifespan, across all areas of their health.
All right, wow, so that does cover a wide variety. All right, so you have two programs, a doctorate and a master's. So I guess let's start out with the master's program. Tell us more about that and how what people get and how they work through that degree program.
So the master's program here at the University of Findlay is a 2.5-year program that students come into our program a couple of ways. They can either come in with a bachelor's degree, or they can complete their bachelor's degree here in the Bachelor of Science Business Management program and then move into the master's program itself. So once they get into that master's program, it's 2.5 years, and 2 of those years are done in the classroom. And then the last 6 months is done out in their fieldwork or where their clinical placement is. And the format of the master's program is unique. So it is it's focused more for that working adult. It can really be for anybody. And then it also is done in a hybrid kind of format. So 2 classes or 1 to 2 classes are done completely online per module. And then that other class is done in more of a hybrid format where some classwork is done online, and then we bring students to campus 3 to 4 times a module for 1 day, and that's usually on a Saturday, so that they can have those hands-on experiences while they're here, so that they can get those clinical skills so that they're ready to go out into the profession.
Wow, okay, that sounds fascinating way that you can work that out. Well, then let's talk about a Doctor of Occupational Therapy then program.
Sure. So with our doctoral program, it is more of that traditional student that we're going to see with this program. It is a post-bac, so they have to receive their bachelor's degree, and then they would go on to complete 3 more years of the doctoral program. It's 112 credits altogether. We recently made some changes to both of our programs that we can talk about here in a minute as well. But for the traditional doctorate, you're going to see your post-bac individual. They will come, they will do 3 years. We also have designed, unique to Findlay, is our 3+3 programs. So what that means is we have a couple programs here, psychology, as well as wellness and health promotion, that students go for 3 years, take some undergrad courses, and then that third year they apply to the program, they come in, and that first year of the doctoral program is then becomes part of their undergraduate degree, as well as that doctoral degree. So they do 3 years of undergrad and then 3 years at graduate, gets them out in 6 years.
Wow. It sounds like both programs are trying to work with students, whether they're, on the job or maybe non-traditional, and just getting the things done that way that you have the programs worked out.
Yes, absolutely. We have tried to be very cognizant of student needs these days. We know that they're ever changing. We know schools are expensive, students have to work. We have tried to be mindful of that as we went through and did some of these curricular changes.
Wow, yeah. All right, sounds like great things happening in Findlay with occupational therapy. Thank you very much. I'm sure the tip of the iceberg about this program, but we know that it's needed. So thanks for joining us and telling us about it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. Need Edition continues in a moment.